right away.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Play action. Stroud now.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Thanks.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Oops. GG. One more then we out. Leave a comment if you never run the MUT American Football Bowl.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the
Okay,
middle.
guy.
But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, and back they go to Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. First carry now for Gus Edwards. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
Come at me.
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Not good.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Gus Edwards, 67 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents,
MMMK.
you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Throwing now is Stroud. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown! Gus Edwards with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Stroud to throw it.
He completes it to Beckham. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gus Edwards, 66 yards. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half.
Okay, stick glitch again. Controller going back.
They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the counter, it's Edwards. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Let's go now. Thank you, Lions.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll go down at the 28. 147 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Patrick Willis.
Let's go. GG. That's it for the stream. Have a great night and thanks for watching. Emoji folded hands, emoji folded hands, emoji trophy, emoji trophy.